There we go. Sometimes my Streamlabs likes to act fucking stupid. Um... Okay. Okay. I think we're good here. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Should be good now. Okay. All right. Yep, we're good. Okay, Reen, you still here? There he is. All right, I'm gonna pull this up on here. All right, there's been some there's been some drama. We're gonna kind of go through a lot of this. There's been a lot going on here. It has to do with remake and rebirth, and this content creator Sebi Webbs. I love him to death. I really do. But where did it all start? It just keeps going, man. It is just like, good God. And it's nonstop right now. All right, so let me give you a little bit of the lore of all of this. Just move my chair. I'll give you the lore and the breakdown of all of it. Sebi does not like the remake series. Some of it is understandable. Some of it's a little bit psychotic. Let me turn this down a little bit, the music. So some of it's a little understandable, some of it's just kind of psychotic. So, or not psychotic, but like but not like you know. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start here. Yeah, we'll start here. So some of it's just like exaggerated and I think super nitpicky things that I don't agree with. Because like I agree, I think Final Fantasy's been garbage for an insanely long time. I do think that. I think that Final Fantasy, specifically from like 10-2 onward, even though I think 12 is an okay to good game, I think from like 10-2 onwards, it just hasn't felt the same. That makes any sense? And it's just been it's a little psychotic. Just a little psychotic. So like 13 wasn't great. I love 14. I played the shit out of 14, but it became a chore after a while. Like I beat Endwalker, then I was done with the game. Let's see. 15 was a mess, and there are so many reasons behind it. From production changing like midway through to them monetizing content that should have been in the game to like make the story make more sense. It was just it was doomed. 16 was like, it had the potential to be great, but if you played Final Fantasy 14 and you know Studio 3, Creative Unit Business 3, or whatever it is, Creative Business Unit 3, or I forget what it is, they tend to bloat a lot of games with unnecessary kind of garbage and stuff, and I think that was the problem. But anyways, all right, so let's get into what Sebi's talking about, because he looks at 7 as like a kind of like a purist, and I think that we need to stop doing that, because I don't feel like the remake and Rebirth is a remake, as even though they said it's a remake, it's really not. It's just like a retelling, like alternate universe, and I guess it's all gonna make sense in the third one type of deal. So let's check it out.
Son of a bitch!
So he says how to fix the ending of remake. Okay. I wasn't expecting a meme. Let's just not get into it. Okay, so his feeling is there's a lot of cringe moments in the game, and to an extent, I can somewhat agree. He hates Red 13's voice. He just thinks it's, you know, not good and whatnot. And I think that that's disingenuous. And I mean, he's a teenager. What the hell do you expect him to sound like? Yeah, I don't know. I always found it just to be super disingenuous, and that kind of. I get it. I do understand why people don't like the voice, but I just think it's a little cringe.
They are soft.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget it.
Again, missing context here. Just taken totally out of context. Oh, this part made people cringe too, and I understand it. It's kind of funny, to be fair. That is kind of funny. Okay. The dancing stuff was definitely weird, right? I think we can agree it's a little weird, right? It is a little weird and probably totally unnecessary to the game. Rebirth butchered the tone, even minor scenes to get turned into a Disney musical. Let's see. Okay, so the original. You sneak in, looks like something's outside. You have Rude here. Right, so this was the bald appreciation, like whatever, like it's the club for bald people. And I don't Okay, so here's my thinking on this part, right? Here's my thing. It just adds a little bit more comedy to it. It's not like the big deal. I think that like this this is worse than this. Like 100%. This is super nitpicky. It's not a Disney musical. It's just fucking ridiculous. No, I mean, it's already over the top that they have a club for bald people. All right. Like we can make this a little bit more over the top. Um, okay. So Hamaguchi said, he would like people to play FF7 remake first, if they haven't played the original FF7. So either way, let me just blow this up a little bit. So either way, you'll enjoy the game and have a similar experience, whether you played the original or not. But if you've not played, experience the remake first. I do disagree with this. I think you should play the original first. With all due respect, this is like telling someone to watch the Rey Skywalker trilogy before the original. Yeah, I actually agree. OG Final Fantasy VII's concise, impactful, and memorable. Rebirth is bloated, forgettable, and cringe. I don't agree with that. This is where I start getting into issues because I loved Rebirth and Remake. Well, Remake not as much as I liked Rebirth. I think that a lot of
Just
it
listening.
has to do
You've
with
got a
the,
great
these.
voice.
Oh, you flatter me. Sing. And when I worry,
Like the you know the
cannot help.
it's just like the over the top stuff. I think that's just like I understand. I understand. Wait, why is he talking about 14? Oh boy. Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Oh, does he do he's got a 25-minute. Okay. Okay. Instead of going through these tweets, right? Instead of going through these tweets, let's watch it. Let's talk about it. I am going to
Here's the hottest take of all. I wouldn't
do this. I hate these fucking ads, man. I don't have an ad blocker. Okay. Here we go. So let's view it. Let's talk about it. Sure, I got everything good. Okay. And let's get into it. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of, I guess you could say, quote unquote drama. There's a lot of quote unquote drama with Sebi Webbs in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Better graphics, worst art. Is artistically worse than the original.
I wouldn't dislike Remake or Rebirth's combat system nearly as much if they just didn't fuck up the story. But when every fight just ends with another ruined cutscene, another butcher character, what's the point? How they fuck up the story? Let me give you an example. You go into a bar in Junon and you find Turks. You find like Rude. He's like the head of the CIA basically in that world. And
let's hear it.
Chilling out.
I want to hear what his reasoning behind all this is.
Looks like something's going on outside, but too smashed to do anything.
He does voice that shit. I love Sebi.
Oh man, my head's burning up. You two? Then take your mask off and come here. That's the rule.
I feel like his rude voice isn't deep enough. It's got to be like, "Oh, you two, then come over here and take off your mask." You know, like something super low, right? Something like super low. You're like, "You two, will come over here and take off your mask." You know, like not gritty, not too gritty. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, that's me nitpicking.
Very bunch of sus blokes in a seedy old bar with that music, with that vibe. Now, if you were to remake that scene...
Okay, we talked about this already, and I just think that
the result would look like. Because according to Square Enix, it would look and sound exactly like this.
And this is where I disagree with him, by the way. Like I said, it's already over the top that they have a bar, right? A bar with bald people. Why the fuck not do this, in my opinion? Right? Like, who cares? And then again, I get it. I laughed when I saw this, all right? And I love Sebi. Like I said, I love Sebi, and I agree with a lot of his takes on a lot of these, issues.
You're gonna have to lose the helmets. No scout, no service.
Fucking dog shit. This is a fucking children's game. This is like some stupid PG anime. Anyone who says that the vibe of Rebirth is the same as the OG is lying through their fucking teeth. No, it's not. Of course it's not.
See how mad he gets? You see how angry he is? Like, it's like, it's not that bad, man. It's not that bad. Like, it has its dark moments. There's one comment he made. I'm assuming he's going to talk about it here because I know he talked about it on Twitter, and that's the Dine comment. And that was the one that actually like set me off, where I was like, no, dude, you can't be this stupid. Like, you can't be. He's not this stupid. He's not. To be fair, he's not. Okay. I'm just saying that that was like the most rage bait, and he got me. It rage baited me. It baited me.
I would respect people who are just
not this one. This is I get it.
Look,
but
I know it's different, but I like it more. I respect that. Don't let me take that away from you. But those who say that this is the same as the OG, like, how can you lie?
It's not the same, but it's different, but it's funnier.
You know what else is funny? Luke Skywalker throwing his lightsaber into the ocean, telling Rey to fuck off, and then sucking from a green alien cow's teats like this. That looks hilarious. It's also a fucking character assassination. It's bullshit. Comparison is the theme.
I don't think that's not a character. I mean, like I said, he literally is in a bar with bald-headed, like a bunch of bald-headed people. You know what I mean? Like, it's already ridiculous and over the top. Like, this is a bar for baldies.
Of joy? No.
A baldy bar.
You asked for this, mate. You tried your Rebirth defense gaslights against me, and that's not going to work, mate. Ho ho ho! It's starting right now.
Alright, this is Remake. This is going to be a scene from Remake.
So it's got that antsy, dangerous music. Like, oh damn, you know, shit's really urgent, shit's really bad. We gotta sort out whatever this is right now. Yo, we can use this wire to get out. Ew gosh, I'm Tifa, my bobs. Hey, hop up here.
Oh, Tifa.
Now, what I'm about to tell you to do, pay attention to the use of music, pay attention to the use of imagery.
Am I crazy? But I feel like I feel like Rebirth had excellent music. Like, excellent. Or Remake. Yeah, they both did. I felt like they had excellent music. There's the song when you're in the tunnel in Remake. And it also shows up again in Rebirth when you get out of Costa del Sol. It's great. It's a great song. I forget what it is, but it's so good.
And just assess it on those values, all right? Let's go. Music fades, silence.
It's just, I feel like some of this is so nitpicky.
Hey everybody, Peach here. And
oh my
today
god,
we're
I hate
gonna look at
ads.
Expedience Gym Monster 2, which is an all.
Even the cameraman dies. silence, horror, screams.
Death. Lots of death.
The opera music. All right, let's see how FF7 Remake improved that scene. Remember, I'm not saying the graphics are better. They're not. These are better graphics. We're talking about art. We're talking about cinematography, use of music. We're talking about imagery.
Tifa.
Here we go. All right, let's see how they improve upon that scene.
I don't see a problem right now, by the way.
Music is still playing the whole time.
Why is that?
Music.
Why is that a big deal? I feel, again, this is like the nitpicky shit that I'm going, I don't get it. I don't understand. It's not like, am I crazy? Like, the music's still, like, intense. It's still, got that feeling to it. Like, I feel like I'm going nuts watching this half the time. He has such a hate boner for this game. And I don't understand it. Like, Remake, don't get me wrong. I was fine with Remake. I thought it was like an 8 out of 10. Rebirth was like a 9 for me. And we got the ghosties.
Yes, that'll take care of those pesky avalanche. Like, notice in the original, it didn't show President Shinra's face. It's kind of eerie that you don't know his expression while all this is happening. But
what do you mean? Have you seen the graphics for the original FF7? How are you supposed to see his expression? It's hard to express PlayStation graphics. Like, again, this is just his point is some of these are so nitpicky.
Yes, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky avalanche. It's just like, I don't know, robs a bit of the mystery. And then look what happens next. What
Kate
the
Sith.
fuck are you doing here?
That, to be fair, yeah. What the hell is Kate Sith doing there? To be fair, I give him that. He's unnecessary.
Stupid cat bastard! What is he doing in this scene?
And also to be fair, nobody likes Kate Sith. It doesn't matter if it's the original or.
You're not supposed to be here yet. Now the problem is, now all memes aside, whether you're new or whether you're an OG fan, this edition of Cat Sith pulls you out of the scene and breaks the immersion. Because if you're new to the series, you're like, what the fuck is that? And it pulls you out of the scene.
Yeah, and I get that. I do understand it.
What the fuck is he doing here?
Yeah, he doesn't belong there.
Scene. It ruins the scene whether you are new or old. All right, let's go. Generic music.
Do you see what I'm saying? It just feels like that he's just like literally hating on everything, even though none. Like, if you played like 13, 15, 16, like 16's gritty, but again, it has its own issues with bloat and stuff like that. This is not even close to being as bad as any of those games I just mentioned. Not even close. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Final Fantasy purist too.
Thanks to the guitar solo. Also, remember in the OG, the scene where the newscaster is reading on TV and he's like, gone. Gone. The cameraman doesn't even die. How am I supposed to know it's dangerous now? So, yeah, sorry to break the spell for those of you who thought that things only got bad in Rebirth. No, it was bad from Remake. It was always better graphics, but it was artistically inferior in every way possible.
Remake I was fine with. I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was like, well, it was like a 7 or an 8 for me.
It's like they completely
Rebirth was
why these
on
iconic scenes were so good to begin with. Dugan, it's so gay. Listen, mate.
I wouldn't call it gay. Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't say that. That is crazy. That is so dramatic. That is so dramatic. That is unnecessarily dramatic. It is so gay. Oh my god. Relax, bro. It's a video game. Jesus Christ. It's not
Ask for
Concord.
this, Dugan.
Like, what
you
the
asked
fuck?
for this. All right.
And again, I had no problem with this. I had no problem with this in remake. Just because this whole scene in the original too, like he doesn't dance or anything, but he's wearing a fucking dress at one point in time, right? He is cross-dressing in the 1997 video game, so like, I don't care as much. But it is a little over the top. Like, it's a little unnecessary. I don't know why they keep adding dance moves, though.
The main issue with this, because I'm this autistic, is that this is just simply out of character for Cloud.
That is true.
Actually, totally. This is so out of character. The OG Cloud would never do this. If he was asked to do this, he'd tell you to fuck off.
I understand. You know, I understand his point there.
Well, maybe not threatening to kill you, but this is just not.
But
his
I think there was a.
It's not him. You know.
I haven't played Remake in a while, like years. What was it? When did it come out? 2020? When did a Remake come out? When the hell did Final Fantasy Remake come out? FF7 Remake. When was it? 2020? Yeah, 2020. So I haven't played Remake since 2020. So it's been a long time. So I feel like there was more context to this, that he had to do this to get Tifa or Aerith or whoever it was back. It's been a long time, all right?
In the OG, he has to reluctantly dress up as a lady to sneak into a brothel so he can save his childhood friend Tifa.
Yes,
but at
okay,
no
so
point does he seem to enjoy it. This is a whole different.
And he didn't enjoy it in this one either, to be fair. He didn't.
Thing.
I know that.
Shut up, Eris, you bloody enabler. Squall wouldn't do this. Squall would not do this either. So when Squall dances with Renoa, he's just like falling over himself. He doesn't know how to dance.
He just thought Renoa was hot. And to be fair, Renoa was hot.
You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you stay true and authentic to the character.
8 is something else, though.
I don't have anything wrong with gay stuff. Like in the original FF7, in the OG FF7, Cloud nearly gets bummed by 10 muscular, half-naked, sweaty men in a bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved every second of it. I thought it was fantastic. It's one of my favorite scenes of the game. However, it was truthful to the circumstances and the character. Oh yeah, Rusty Spooler. I mean, look, when you see, like, say, the Midgar Zolom reveal in the original, let's have a look at this right now. For those of you who are new and never played the OG, you have got to understand, and you'll be able to figure it out. You'll be able to see how intense this shit was. So think about this, right? You're tracking down Sephiroth. You've had to catch a Chocobo because there's this gigantic snake that you are just too weak to beat. You can't touch it at this point of the game.
I beat the shit out of that snake.
And you get in your Chocobo, you have your silly goose music, you run across, you run away from the snake, and you're like, all right, okay, let's see what's next. Sephiroth do this?
This happened in Rebirth. I swear to God, this happened in Rebirth. Am I crazy?
Oh, that's a power we should respect.
Okay, why are you giving him the Mickey Mouse voice? What the hell is that? And y'all complain about the goddamn voice. Come on, man.
13. This is my real voice.
He doesn't sound like that in Rebirth. Oh my God.
But for real, just like, look how
it is.
That's
why I love Sebi though. He is funny.
Like,
he's funny as hell.
Like, you don't even know how he did it. In my mind, I imagine Sephiroth is strong enough that he doesn't even need magic or his sword. He can just physically grab this snake and just spike it on this tree like that. But we don't know. The fact is, we don't know how he did this. There's blood everywhere. And from what I hear, this is actually based on a painting from hundreds of years ago, which is actually kind of insane. Another little detail I like is that when it shows the snake at the top, there's always like this thunder crash, just to emphasize the image.
And again, I totally understand his point of view on the majority of this. Like, I do understand his point of view that it feels like it's been watered down to an extent, and it isn't the same dark, gritty feeling that you would get in the 6 through 10 kind of arc in the prime Final Fantasy days. Your 6, your 7, your 8, your 10, or your 9, your 10. Where things felt darker. Nine, not as much. I love 9 though. But it was gritty, it was dark, and now it's watered down, kind of sloppy. 16 was dark though, but 16 again had its own problems. So with pacing,
just to enhance the sheer.
And I think that's a big problem with Final Fantasy at this point. You don't need 100 fucking hour game. You don't. You could tell a story in 30 to 40 hours and have it be great. Look at Expedition 33,
Yeah, horror of what you're looking at. How is it in the remake, Dragon Prince?
Is that dry land I see?
Let's go.
Alright. So you fight the Midgar Zolom. It's a canon fight in this.
Yep.
And at the very end... Where is it?
What the?
Okay, I think it's here.
I think Sephiroth kills it. That's right. Sephiroth ends up killing it. While Cloud's underwater. I remember. It's been, what, 2 years since I played? Beat the shit out of that game. Last year? 1 year? I played it on launch and beat the shit out of it, so. Again, the big issue with this game is that people seem to... They take the remake name literally. And it's the fault of Square for this. I'll be completely honest. It is the fault of Square for this. This is, even though I think they said that this isn't technically a remake, it's like a retelling. They didn't call it that. They called it a remake. And that is where people seem to have a real big issue with it, because there is a scene. It's not just like this one right here. There's the Dine scene. And I'm almost 99% sure he's going to talk about this. He has to at some point. I know he tweeted about it. Let's see. He talk about it? It doesn't look like he does. Okay, so there's a scene, and I'll just pull it up. There's a scene. He's talking about Dine, and here, yeah, okay. So he's talking about Dine here. And he said, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth ruins Dine's entire segment, start to finish. Dine's a stone cold killer. So for those who don't know the lore, Barrett and Dine, they were in this town, and Shinra came in and made an offer to them to build a plant there or whatever, and they accepted slightly reluctantly. I think Dine kind of sort of opposed it. Dine's also Marlene's biological father and whatever. Barrett took the deal. He convinced everyone to take it, and then next thing you know, the town gets wiped out, and Dine loses his wife. He thinks Marlene is dead. Marlene is not dead. And he just loses his fucking mind. He just straight up loses his mind. Severe PTSD. Okay. That is your context for both games. Okay. So Dine is a stone cold killer. He wants to shoot Marlene's head off. So this is the original. head off so his dead wife won't be alone in the afterlife. Final line, a moment of redemption. He entrusts Barrett with his daughter. He throws himself off a cliff to end his pain. Okay. That's the original. Okay. It's severe PTSD, very dark. In Rebirth, Dine is a jabbering lunatic who tells an imaginary Marlene to set the table for Barrett. Okay. Again, this isn't so, to me, so far off because these are both like PTSD moments. He no longer unalives himself. He dies shooting a bunch of Shinra soldiers, which is pretty much unaliving himself. I mean, he's going into the fight uh, to, one sec. Oh my God. So he pretty much he sacrificed himself. It's relatively the same thing, but not as dark as him throwing himself off a cliff. Obviously, okay. He no longer. Yeah, there. I just read that final line. Ends on a moment of hate. Tells Barrett to live in guilt. Palmer spanks his ass in everyone's face. Celeste Barrett's a little bit of a joke. So he is so he sees that he's missing context here. He sees a picture of Marlene. Barrett shows him a picture of Marlene, realizes Marlene is still alive. And again, he's lost his mind. He's just totally lost his mind. He says this, Barrett. This whole scene is so dark and so like it doesn't matter. It's Barrett then ends up like crying and losing his mind and just getting very upset. So the reality is, who cares? Right? Like to me, it's just like, what flavor of PTSD do you want? They're both dark. They're both sad. They're both horrific feeling internally. I feel like if we're just saying, well, this PTSD isn't good enough for him to unalive himself by jumping off a cliff. And by the way, I'm using unalive for the YouTube algorithm because I don't feel like having this pushed down. So if he's using, if he's doing this just by like getting himself shot as opposed to jumping off a cliff, it's still just as bad. If he's still psychotic to the point where he tells Barrett to live in guilt because of just Barrett was the one who fucked up this whole thing. That's the reality. Barrett screwed up this whole thing by accepting Shinra in the first place. Dine is psychotic. So it's like, what flavor of PTSD do you want? That's the idea. So for me, I'm going, I don't understand. This point, I think, is like, I think this is rage bait because it actually made me like upset. Like this point made me upset because I was just like, it's different, but it's not. Look at this. Okay, we'll just watch this clip because I don't think he talks about this. But let's just watch the clip. Okay. So we'll start from the beginning. All right, Barrett. Then I guess you and me got to fight. Barrett, what? Eleanor's all by herself. I gotta take Marlene to her. Dine, are you crazy? Marlene wants to see her mom, don't she? Stop, Dine. I can't die yet. Oh, yeah? Well, my life's been... Oh, it just cut off. So then you end up fighting Dine as Barrett. You win. I didn't just lose an arm back then. I lost something irreplaceable. I don't know what went wrong. So Marlene's already 4. Glimpse off. Barrett, don't you ever make her cry. Dine. Dine! Okay, and then so he, as you can see, he ends himself. Okay. Dine. Me and you were the same. And they were. They both lost an arm. Both of them have like this mechanical. You'll see it in the actual updated graphics one. And so he gets upset, he cries, and whatever. Okay, so that's the first one. That's the original. Let's check out the remake. I think we can skip forward a little bit. Here we go.
Set a place for Barrett.
He's crazy. He's lost his mind.
He's looking fit as a fiddle. Hell's his kind doing here?
Do you understand? Like, he's lost his mind. Like, in both cases, he's lost his mind. Just again, what flavor do you
You
want?
son of a bitch. Still living on Shinra's kill.
No, man. It ain't like that.
And the reason that he says that is because he sees Cloud, and Cloud is in his soldier outfit.
You here to help me? Remember when we had that rat problem?
And then you fight him, you beat him.
And you got caught in one of them.
Marlene. She's alive.
Right, so,
Just turned 4.
yep, see, shows a picture.
She's a Nika.
He's psychotic. He goes out in a blaze of glory. By the way, he says something there that just got cut off. I forget exactly what he said. He was like, Marlene's still alive. And then he cut it out of context, by the way. So,
Dying. Hey.
You carry that guilt. That weight.
and the reason he says you carry that guilt, that weight, is because he made the fucking choice to let Shinra in. Stein went along with it reluctantly.
Dying. Dying.
And it's a brutal, sad scene. And that's how it ends. And so this conception of, or misconception of, well, you know, this one, he does this. This one, I feel like added more context. It made him Dying more sympathetic, Barrett more sympathetic. It gave you a better understanding of what was happening. And it showed how far Dying fell. Now, again, it's a matter of, they're both these PTSD moments. But I just wanted to kind of show that, because I don't think he talks about it there. That's one of my biggest ones that I totally, completely disagree with him on.
Hello, boys. It's me, Sephiroth. Sorry.
Love
Oh my
Sebi.
god, I'm Miko Zolam. That's so super. And that's it.
He really just threw out the T to slap. He had to throw out the T to slap,
That's
you
it.
know.
All the mystery gone. No blood.
And I understand that from a storytelling perspective of what he's saying, I totally understand that, because, and I don't necessarily disagree with him here, because for like that aspect of storytelling where you have a mystery, right? You have a mystery. Now, if you played original Final Fantasy VII, obviously you know it's Sephiroth at the end of it, but you know, people who are new to Remake and Rebirth, there should be that little bit of a mystery going on here. I think it's kind of easy to tell, but that it was Sephiroth, and especially where they say, was this Sephiroth in the original? But I digress. I do see his point and somewhat agree. But let's
Doesn't even
continue.
do it in a cool way. It just pops in with some lame little spell. It just doesn't look. Tell me, which image do you find more striking? This
why is his followers Final Fantasy 15 like with Noctis and fucking Ignis? Well, what the hell?
Or
I
this.
don't really watch his
Which
streams. I
one
watch a lot
stays
of
in the mind
his
a
stuff,
little bit longer?
and I agree with
Which
him on a
one
lot
do
of
you
these
think
things. So again,
has, greater and more deliberate use of imagery. Which image can you literally feel just by looking at it?
I think both.
Which one actually has blood?
That's fair.
They turned it from some horrifying Renaissance painting, like biblical imagery, to just some generic crap. It's just some generic anime move, man. It's not good. It's rubbish. Mystery destroyed. And again, no one is saying that the graphics of the original game are better. That is not the point. The point is the art, the craft, the cinematography, the music, the visuals, the imagery, the impact, the feeling. That is what it's about, and that is sadly what is missing from Rebirth. Let me put it this way: the OG is mature by the standards of its time period.
And I don't necessarily disagree with him. I think that the OG is, and again, you're talking about 1997 as opposed to, right now. Um, it's a different time. It's a uh different world that we live in. Let's see, Nibelheim flashback. It was to emphasize even more how OP Sephiroth was, because OG was. Yes, yeah, I agree. Like, I definitely agree. I think that, uh, you know, I think what they did in Rebirth was they added these more context. He brings up another point. I don't know if he's gonna do it here or not. He brings up another point where I don't know if it has to do with Red. Um, I know he talks about Red's voice all the time. Again, that one isn't as much as I really don't care so much about that. He's a fucking teenager. His voice actor was okay. But there's a lot of scenes that add more context in this game that was somewhat missing in the original. That I think that's kind of how I feel about it. Rebirth Solemn is a mandatory boss, so I would argue Solemn is not as threatening. Yeah, yeah, and again, I get that. It's like kind of in the original Solemn is like super threatening to the point where you have to get the hell away from it. Like you have to stay away from it. Um, in Rebirth, it's mandatory. Sephiroth just you know Sephiroths. But give me a second, guys. I have to go put my laundry in the dryer, and we'll get back into this. Okay. Not only did I have to do finish my get my laundry started, I also had to help with some groceries. Let's see. Oh, my girlfriend texted me, my daughter texted me. Okay. Sorry about all that. Sorry. All right, let's get back into it. Right, game overtime official. I don't care. Sephiroth shows up and beats it in front of my eyes. It's a show of power. It's cool. I do agree that since remake, they should throw it. Yeah, and I think that that's kind of one of those things with the storytelling in all of it that is. I understand people's kind of frustration with that, but I'm in the same mindset you are. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. There's a lot of things that go on in Remake and Rebirth that I don't think it's a big deal. I think a lot of the purists and stuff like that, um, they take it a little bit too far and don't like I said, I'm very much a Final Fantasy purist. I've been playing for 25 years, so, I have my critiques and my criticisms, especially about a lot of the recent games. I loved Rebirth. I did. I loved it. Um, Less is more. Sometimes I feel there's an argument to be made that if something does not contribute meaningfully to a scene, then it's better to. And I agree with that too. I do agree with that. Like the dancing scene, you know, like I total like when they get to the gold saucer, I totally understand that. Like that one's one that I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cringe. You know what I mean? Well, let's continue.
Rebirth is immature by the standards of its time period. It feels like an immature game. Does anyone remember this song? This song in Final Fantasy VII for War Market is unbelievably iconic, and it's called Oppressed People, which is a great name for a song. It's right off the bat, man.
Good example. This is when you first meet Aerith. They have Sephiroth show up. It steals from, and again, these are things that are unnecessary.
Right
I totally agree.
Get a feel
I don't, and again, but I don't.
Of this place.
It didn't take away my enjoyment of it, but if you're like, if you don't, or another example he showed earlier is Kate Sith, like just showing up when fucking whatchamacallit fell, like just randomly showing up and he shouldn't be there. That didn't need to happen. One, nobody likes Kate Sith, and two, it's just so random and unnecessary. But yeah, I agree with that, and I think that like people coming into Final Fantasy VII, because Remake and Rebirth might be their first time that they've experienced Final Fantasy VII, and it loses that. The idea that Sebi's saying is the story, the way they're telling it, it loses that mystery, it loses that feeling, and I understand his perspective on it. I do understand his perspective on it. However, I'm of the mind that I feel like they've added more context to scenes and more context to things like the black materia and the white, well, maybe not the white materia, because that whole ending of Rebirth is a mess. But that is probably my biggest. I think the ending of Rebirth is done not great. It's so all over the place and a little rushed that I was like, but I digress. Anyways, let's continue. Sorry. I'm just yapping at this point.
It's like a third world jam, mate.
Yeah, like just Kate's sister shows up. You have no idea who he is, and then he shows up again in Rebirth, and you're like, oh god. Like as a Final Fantasy fan, I'm like, oh god. But I felt the same way about Yuffie. Kind of like originally, like in OG, I didn't really like Yuffie, but I loved her
don't give a fuck mentality
Rebirth.
Of living in the slums. And this. Oh god, that character. It's so good. God, this makes me want to replay OG FF7.
We're also talking about like 8-bit music, or not 8-bit, but you know what I mean. We have to think like music evolved. This PlayStation
days. For the war market in FF7 Remake, they'd use the same song or a variation of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the new and improved remade version.
Changing the lore to have the Gi tribe. This is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. Because some people in the purest Final Fantasy VII community, they hate that. They hate the fact that they had the Gi tribe develop the black materia and everything. And they find that whole scene was like filler, which I don't understand because it added so much context to everything that I couldn't hate it.
Of War Market.
I really liked it.
Get ready. Here comes a drop.
Again, I love Sebi, but his hatred towards Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth is like, it is out of control. I didn't hate this. Like, now, I am a Final Fantasy X purist, to be completely honest. If they remade 10 and they changed like to Xanarkin, like the song, I would probably lose my fucking mind. And I'd be very angry because that's like the most iconic song in that game. Or they change like the lore and stuff like that. I'd probably like that's what I said. I understand the perspective because if like they changed a lot of shit in Final Fantasy X, I'd probably like want to throw something.
Trash. Oh, Russ.
And again, like, you can't hate Sebi because like he is funny and he's very passionate about Final Fantasy. And like as somebody like me who loves JRPGs and stuff like that, and I'm very passionate about it, I do agree with him on a lot of things. This I just don't.
Do you realize what you've done? We now have to show another thing.
Wait, what does that comment say? One thing I realized I didn't like in the remake was the weird side story that bounced at Don Corneo's. Like, dude, we have an important. Okay,
realize what you've done. We now have to show another thing.
This is just such a JRPG thing.
Fucking ruined.
Like if you like,
so
here's
in the OG FF7. You've got this NPC. He's Don Corneo's doorman. He has basically 2 lines in the entire game. This is the mansion of Don Corneo. Hey, look, he ain't in the men, so get out of here. Hey, Eris is hot. I'm walking here. That's basically it. Cloud comes back as a lady, and let's see the doorman's next line.
I think I agree.
Damn.
I do like me some Colosseums in my video games. I do like it in my JRPGs. It's just like a staple, I feel like, in a lot of them. It's like, you're talking old Star Ocean and, Metaphor, in recent games with Metaphor and stuff like that.
Friend's hot too. Come in. I'm walking here. 2 ladies coming through. And that's it. That is his entire part in the entire game. Do you want to see how FF7 Remake improved this character? He is now a Kingdom Hearts looking, FF15 looking character.
He does look like a Final Fantasy 15 looking character, to be fair.
Of cutscenes. Cutscenes
To
alone.
be fair.
Looks like.
But he has a story, and his story's kind of cute. Like, I don't hate it. Like, this
character now.
Again, it just feels. I guess you could consider it bloat and unnecessary, and I can agree with that. I can give you that.
We need to find a way to get topside as quickly as possible.
This asshole then follows you around. He inserts himself into the entire Don Corneo segment. He hijacks entire cutscenes and makes it all about himself. He's got some. Look at this. This is real.
Hate to say it, but I can barely take him on my own.
Hey,
You, on the other hand,
looks like I'm the main character now. Remember when I had this bigger part in the original FF7? I'm Leslie.
Let's get this over with.
This is the worst filler character of all time in the entire thing.
It's not your pendant either.
Look at this. Barrett, Tifa, and Cloud they drop what they're doing to listen to his boring story about how he's trying to find his missing girlfriend. Shit that no one cares about. No one.
And
cares
again, I
about
understand because it is bloat. That's like, and I complain about bloat in Final Fantasy games a lot, so it's definitely bloated and slightly unnecessary. But
Time to wake up
I don't care about it.
and forget.
Like, it's not the end. It's
what
not.
the fuck is this doing in the game?
Chill, Sebi. Just chill. I do not mind Leslie. I do absolutely mind that they make you go to the sewers the second time to fight a boss I already beat. Yeah. No, it's bloat, and it's like, again, it's something that 14 has this issue, and it made me quit the game. 16 has this issue, big time, and made me quit the game. Games, I'm assuming game over time. You would probably agree with this. Just because you make the game longer doesn't mean the game is better, right? I'm assuming you would agree with that statement, and it's true. I personally feel that. You can tell a compelling story and do a good story with side quests and side missions that like Rebirth did, where they kind of add on to the characters and they help build up the characters and make the game like 50 hours, 60 hours maybe. It's unnecessary to make a game 100 hours. 70 to 100 hours. It's totally unnecessary. If they had done an optional side quest where you can go into the sewer to fight different boss, get a nice reward. Yes. Yeah. I agree. Totally. Because it's just unnecessary bloat.
What? Who wanted this? Who likes this?
6 months ago.
Who defends this?
I don't
Why is
hate
here?
this, but I agree with them on this. It's just totally unnecessary.
Apparently, he's a character in some novella called The Kids Aren't All Right, which gives some context to the events of Advent children. I don't care. I don't care that he's a character in a novella. No one wants this. He's boring. He's pointless. He's filler. Get him the fuck out of here.
Chrono Trigger is a 20-hour game with great pacing and not bloated. Yep. Is a linear game, but the story beats are great. And yes, and that's actually one of the reasons I love 10. Like, just straight up, it is, you go from point A to point B. I know it's super linear, and people kind of complain about linear games. I don't mind them so much. 13, I just thought was way too strict with it. 10, it's like you go from point A to point B, but you can backtrack. You can backtrack, whereas 13 you can't, and you can go pick up some chests. Oh, I missed this, whatever. But as soon as you get past point B, like Macalania Woods or whatever it is, you're hit with the cutscene. You get into the next fight, or if it's a boss fight or whatever, and you continue on. And you just keep going. And there's no bloat, there's no nothing. It's like a 30 to 40 hour game, if I remember correctly. And you just keep going. And then at the end of it, you just want to die slowly because you're crying your eyes out because Tidus, does what Tidus does. And then they ruin it in 10 too. But I digress.
And here's the part where Barrett tells us, the audience, that we should care about Leslie.
You all right?
Hey, you all right? You hear that, FF7 fans? You should care about this guy.
Oh, piss off, Barrett. So, yeah, when people say that Remake was good and Rebirth is where it all went wrong, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry. It was bad from the start. It wasn't as bad, but all the cracks were there. Boring filler characters, iconic scenes being artistically less good, artistically less effective than they were in the original. If you're going to change things, you've got to improve upon it. Or at the very least, make it as good. But instead, they made it worse.
Get his points. I do feel he trolls a lot, and some of his comments are nitpick hyperbole for the views and cause it's funny. I don't mind. It's his takes. It's fine. And again, I actually said this, I think, before you came in. I think he rage baits, especially on Twitter. He definitely rage baits. I brought up the point of the dying death and the differences between OG and in Rebirth, and how it's just like a different flavor of PTSD that you want. You know, you can't consider the one in Rebirth to be bad. I mean, he's psychotic. He's just lost his mind. They're both these PTSD moments. So, and he was just like shitting on it, and I was just like, dude, it has the impact. It's still impactful. It still made me, being honest, it still made me tear up because of just how impactful it was and how good Barrett's voice actor was. So, but yeah, let's continue.
Boring. They made it.
But yes, he does rage bait.
It felt like filler. It dragged.
And I get a lot of his points, but I think, and like you said, it's hyperbolic. It's like way over the top on a lot of
it. Do you want to see another one? Does anyone remember the Chocobo Sage? In the OG FF7, you have this.
Okay, this one is totally hyperbolic.
Who you find by accident, and
he's part of the main quest in this one, or side quest, or whatever it is.
The secrets to Chocobo breeding, which is how you unlock the best magic in the game. Little house in the middle of nowhere, and there he is. Now, what is that?
He's just an old man in Rebirth.
I don't know.
And it's true. We do that, and we need to clickbait, and we need to. Yeah, it's kind of, it's part of the game. It is. It's part of the game. I just don't. I think his honest opinions about some of the Final Fantasy games, though, like 13. 15, 16, I think are extremely valid, and he feels the same way that I do about those games. He feels a little bit differently than I do about 12. You could say 12 is a boring game with a forgettable main character in Vaughn, where I sort of disagree, where I think Vaughn is forgettable in a lot of ways, but I also think that he's not the main character. I think everybody else is, with maybe the exception of Pinello, and you're watching their story play out. That's kind of the way I look at it. And I think it was kind of a sort of a genius way to write, but I also could be just making shit up right now.
So, like, first of all, what is this?
But that's
thing?
The way I look
really
at it.
Look at it, right? Like, he looks like he's half black mage, half something else. He's sort of like an iconic optional NPC.
And there is a ton of toxicity in the Final Fantasy community. Look, I was part of the Final Fantasy 14 community for a long time. I played Endwalker, and I beat Endwalker. Oh, I played up until Endwalker, beat it, and I was just done with the game because I said to myself, I was like, this game is absolute garbage at this point. The storytelling is just so bad and so bloated and just mind-numbingly just, I just hated it. But the 14 community was so toxic about it that you either loved it or you're not a Final Fantasy fan, which is crazy.
He just has like all the best shit. He's a strange little enigmatic classic Final Fantasy Easter egg like creature who happens to be sitting around in FF7. All right? Do you want to see how Rebirth improved him?
They made him an old man.
This is the home of the Chocobo Sage, a living legend. Surely you've heard of the man.
Did someone say a living legend?
Had this discussion before with a lot of Final Fantasy small streamers, and this might be a hot take, but I do feel like there's a section of the Final Fantasy community that does not take any sort of constructive criticism. Yes, and they're the same community. So, this is, by the way, it's a vocal minority. They're just loud. They're just super loud. They're the same people who shit on Expedition 33 and call it mid. And it's like, it's not. It's a great game. It is. It's an outstanding game. It's one of the best, it's not a JRPG, right? Because it's not Japanese, but it's JRPG-like. It's one of the best I've played in years. Like, straight up years. So, but they're the ones who will say that it is unbelievably mid, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? The Disney adults who love the franchise but hate any judgment towards what they like Disney fans. Yes, and it's tribalism, realistically, and it happens with a lot of communities. It happens with a lot of, and it's not just like Final Fantasy. You have it in Disney. You actually have it like I like pro wrestling. There's some in pro wrestling. It's just this hive mind of people that there's no other JRPG outside of Final Fantasy. The Trail series doesn't exist. The Tales series doesn't exist. Expedition 33's mid. Uh, you're playing, if it's not a Square game, it's trash. Like, hypothetical starts with the Kingdom Hearts franchise in a way. Communities start naturally migrating to Final Fantasy games as well. Yes. Yep.
Oh my god! Look at him! Even he's sick of it! Even he can't believe this!
Okay. So what do I think? So that's the end of the video. What do I think? I think he brings up good points, but I think it's so hyperbolic and just it's a lot of the things he's bringing up are super nitpicky and just they don't change really much of anything. I know he brought up somewhere the geese stuff. No, he did. Not here, but pretty much I touched upon it, but he brought up that the Gi, um oh, here. Okay. Rebirth storytelling is bloated beyond belief. In the original game, Red 13 scene with Seto ends with an emotional climax when they see the gang around the bonfire. In Rebirth, the scene peak barely has time to breathe before it's sidelined by a filler tribe. This is untrue. The filler is interrupted by Zack filler. That is true. Then back to the Gi filler, which the Zack filler is not. It's not filler. It's just confusing. Then back to Gi filler. Again, not true. All this to say the Gi tribe are aliens who made the black materia in order to blow up the world so they can finally die. I get what he's saying and how the ancients are a bunch of D-bags for stopping them. Then we return to the Cosmo Canyon, broad daylight, where what was a powerful scene. I understand what he's saying, but this whole section gave more context to the reason the black materia is there, how it was created, why it was created, because the key couldn't die. And so, it was it just it added more lore to and added good lore to an already great scene. And by the way, notice how he didn't bring up Tifa falling into the live stream. Notice that because it was a great scene. Yeah, no, my thoughts is I think Sebi is just rage baiting at this point, and I think that he'll say he's not, but I think that he is to an extent, but I do love him. I think he's amazing. I definitely think you guys should check him out. He's got a lot of really good takes on a lot of JRPGs, and he's good at voice acting. He does really good voice acting and stuff like that. I genuinely think he's fantastic. I just think that his Final Fantasy VII discussion points are a little bit over the top. And when I say a little, I mean very. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Like what you see, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oof. All right. YouTube video down. Good. But yeah, no, I really disliked about the remake games, the multiverse stuff. It's not for me. Yes. Okay. So I do want to talk about that too. I probably should have brought it up in the video. But yes, it is. It's so. That's what I mean. Like specifically, like the end of the game was just so super confusing that it felt so forced and rushed that I didn't understand what. It's like the white materia is empty, but it's not in the other universe, and there's an Aerith here and an Aerith there, and she finally goes on a date with Cloud, and Zack is alive, but he's not, and is Zack at the end of it? It's like, is Zack in the real world? Is Aerith actually dead? Which I think she is, and Cloud's just going insane from, I think he has the black materia, just like my thought process behind it. And I just, there's a lot of questions that are unanswered as to what the fuck is going on, and I'm hoping that they kind of answer those questions in the third one. I think that they will. They'll tie everything up nicely, but they really, like, in my opinion, they do need to really, really hit on that ending. They gotta stick the landing. I think that's gonna be really what's telling in all of this, is that they really have to stick the landing on the third one. As much as I do love the second one, I do realize it has flaws. And if they don't stick the landing on the third one, I think the series is gonna be incredibly disappointing. Um, and I don't wanna, I'm not gonna go glaze Final Fantasy, because I have a lot of criticisms towards it. I've had a lot of criticisms towards it. Um, Again, as somebody who has been playing Final Fantasy for like 25 years, the heyday of 6 to 10 is gone. Felt soulless for a little bit. The games have felt, even though I think 16 is a, like, decently good game, it's just bloated mess. But Zack Story and Crisis Core are, yeah, I mean, I didn't play Crisis Core. That's kind of part of the problem. Play it. I know about it. I know, like, I played like Dirge of Cerberus. I've watched Advent Children. As the Crisis Core was like one of the ones I never played. Yeah, but yeah, I like I said, I think the drama surrounding, because people are mad. I mean, people are fucking fuming right now about some of his posts. Let's see. Let me check the quote retweets, because there's a few I saw. Where are they? Okay. I've never seen anyone hate something so viscerally, but still talk about it so much. That's a sign of cluster B personality disorder, and I genuinely feel bad for him. Jesus Christ, why don't you just remake the game then? Shut the fuck up already. Now this is the drama that's been going on. Is that people are just so fucking mad. People are so fucking mad right now. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Uh, Now this shit, they're saying Zack Fair was an amazing character in FF7 OG, and they ruined him in Crisis Core. These were hardly characters; they were plot devices, someone else's development, which isn't not inherently bad. Okay, I think this guy really hates Barrett and Red. Um, he hates the voice acting for Red. He didn't say it in the video, but he hates the voice acting for Red. Um, like when Red reveals his true voice, he hates it. And I just don't care enough. I don't give a fuck. 1 to 12, also played, not finished 13 to 15, still haven't played 16 is good, it's just bloated. And it's more like Devil May Cry than it is Final Fantasy. 12 I like. I do like 12, and again, I was talking about, like I said, I feel like Vaughn is, uh, less the main protagonist and more of the side character, and you're just viewing the main protagonist through him. 13 and 15, I made an entire video on 13, and the biggest issue that I came across, and it's just how garbage it is. 15, it was just a production hell. That's the big reason. 15 is just production hell. They changed production midway through development. They monetized the shit out of content that should have been in the game. So they've fucked up a lot in the past like 10 years, 10 plus years. They've fucked up a lot. So um I get it. I don't know. It just didn't I just I understand it. I have a friend who I work with who same way. He just hates it. I'm just like, oh, maybe I just don't what's his voice supposed to be? You know what I mean? Like he's a teenager. Like what is it supposed to be? You know, I love older, like when he does the older Red's voice, he's fantastic. And I do understand the critique of the high pitched teenager voice. But yeah. Yep. I don't agree with Sevy on every, but he nails this one perfectly. I disagree. That's cap. That's garbage. Okay. All right. I think we've had enough of the drama. I think we should probably move on to some actual gaming. Let's probably get some actual gaming in, which when I mean gaming, I mean gotcha gaming. I'm gonna play some more P5X. I'm gonna take a quick break, go to the bathroom, and shall return in just a few minutes. Let's get some music going for you guys. been a good stream so far, guys. Thank you, man. You have a great day. All right. Okay, we're gonna get into some P5X here in a second. As long as this game doesn't crash on me.
Sega.
Peace.
Black.
I've been playing this game a lot off stream. Yeah. I know about the events. All right. Oh yeah, I played a lot off stream. And you get rid of it. I'll do this stuff later. Okay. I think we're gonna continue the story because I've done a truckload off stream. I've gotten. I got her on like 40 pity. By the way, I still need another copy of her. I want to get her to 6, but I'm waiting for her to be on a banner. Alright, let's head to Shinjuku. Let's get the story going. Oops. Totally just... I'm not used to playing on in a while. Like, it's been a long time since I've played on PC. I've been playing on my phone, mostly. Why am I back here again? I'm gonna have to edit that video later, too. Which is gonna suck. Back in, I'll edit it off stream. Are we gonna see Mama-san?
ここで片山先生がよく飲んでいるみたいなの。これも明石が持っていた情報から割り出した。先生は今謹慎中だから学園では会えないでしょ。
I'm pretty sure off stream I accidentally moved the story along a little bit.
お酒を飲むわけじゃないし大丈夫よ。それに
My character's like,
風紀委員会の活動として
I already got a social link started where I go to a bar and the girl makes me mix drinks all the time. He thought of everything. Edible as always.
さすがリコ先輩って感じ。じゃあ入りましょう。
Is this random girl?
やっぱりこの間のフクロウの人、学生なのにこんなお店にまで出入りを。
We're going to get drunk. That's what it is. We're going to get crunked.
あの人たち、もしかして。
We be what? Why do you have that thing around your leg?
いらっしゃい。
Ah, it's Mama-san.
あらま、
Where's Ohio? You here?
ご安心ください。飲酒はいたしません。少しだけお邪魔いたします。片山先生。
Is it Ohio?
種村さん
Hold on. I need to figure something out. Is it Ohio? Yeah, it is. Okay, I was right. I still know my shit.
何してるの未成年がこんな店で。
先生に会いに来たんです。
So it's been like 10 years
謹
since I
慎中
played
で学校では会えませんから。
Persona 5.
だからって何もこんなところに。
まずはごめんなさい、先生。
何？どうしたの
？1年の時も今までも先生がずっと手を差し伸べてくれていたのに、私はそれを偽善だと思い込んで嫌な態度をとってきました。時には過干渉ですなどとひどい言葉を投げたことも
I love
覚えてま
Rico,
す。
man. I love her so much.
種村さん？
今更ですが本当は嬉しかったんです。いえ、嬉しかったんだとようやく気づいたんです。私が自分で捨てていたものは先生がずっと与えてくれていたんだって。
何よ、本当に急にどうしちゃったの？
信じてもらえなくても仕方ありません。私だってずっと先生を信じないでいた。だから信じてもらえなくても諦めないって決めました。先生がずっとそうしていてくれたように。
種村さん、信じるわよ。信じるに決まってる。
I love Katayama.
何があったのかはわからない。
Too bad you can't romance. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's gonna be people getting upset with me saying that. This is technically like pedophilia. Even though you could do it in like Persona
でも
5.
私はもう教師を続けられないでしょうね。無期限の謹慎処分にファントム認定なんて。何より私がもう疲れてしまったの。
Give her a hug or something. She looks like she needs a hug. She got a stiff drink and a hug.
暴走ライダーの正体も片山先生ですもんね。
なんでそれを。先輩、今はそんなことは。
情けないです。生徒の模範となるべき教師が自転車で暴走だなんて。風紀委員としてとても見過ごせません。
ごめん、私は。
だから先生のその歪んでしまった欲望は私が奪います。まっすぐだった頃の先生に戻してみせますから。
どういうこと？
つまり早く学園に復帰してくださいということです。
片山先生、俺もマジすんませんでした。心配かけてんのに生意気ばっか言って。でも俺はマジで先生を頼りにしてて尊敬してて。
And you have the hots for her. Let's keep it real, Shun. You have the hots for her.
私も先生がいてくれないと落ち着かないです。早く復帰してくださいね。私たちの担任なんだから。
新井さん。
We'll be waiting for you. Go play in hooky, all right?
サボりって。 りがとう。こんな情けない教師を受け入れてくれて。
あらあら、ほんといい生徒に恵まれたわね、クミちゃん。
It's always weird that she never got a face portrait in Persona 5 or in
それ
this
じゃ
game.
まっすぐ帰るのよ。気をつけてね。
はい、先生。
どうしたの、加納くん。
聞いてもいいっすか。そのなんで暴走
I'm
なんて
actually curious
してた
about
の
this
か
too.
昔からのストレス解消法なの。ペダルを漕いでいると何もかも忘れられるから。
Is that it?
でも昔は走ってるだけで気持ちよかったのに、最近はなんでかな。なんだか体が急に熱くなって自分の意志が保てなくなっていって、正直マガ通信に書かれていた暴走して電車に飛び込んだ件もほとんど記憶になくて。
I wonder if it wasn't her.
けど各所に写真も残ってるし。
I have a feeling it wasn't
今のは
her, and it was
私の
that
ごめんなさい。
what's his name? I forget what his name is. 2.0 was a little bit ago. I can't honestly remember his name.
先生。
怒りに任せて暴れてた不良時代から何も成長してないってことだね。もうやめなくちゃ。迷惑かけた人も分かれば謝って回ろうと思う。今日は来てくれてありがとう。私もしっかり自分と向き合ってみるから。
ルフェル、どうしたの？
あ、いや。片山は精神世界であれほど生徒に手を挙げないと決意していたものだ。そんな強い信念を持った女が怒りに任せ暴走してしまったことが何か解せなくてな。
どういうことだ。
いや、確証もないことだ。今は忘れてくれていい。
Lupa, you can't just bring that up and then not say what
ま
it
あでもよ。
is. It's probably
こ
exactly
れ
what
で
I
片
think
山
it
さん
is.
の歪みっつうのも少しは晴れたんじゃねえか。異世界行ったらパレス消えてたりしねえかな。
それは難しいだろうな。片山のみのパレスならまだしも、あそこには2人分の欲望が交差している。明石のシャドウに規制されてな。だがパレス自体に変化はあるかもしれん。後日体制を整えたら攻略してみよう。
Felt eyes on us just now.
じゃあそろそろ帰りましょうか。寄り道はしないように。駅までは集団行動よ。
What do you mean? I just want to go to the red light district.
さすがリコ先輩。
異世界とパレス。
A little weird. She never becomes at least not now. She doesn't become a
はい、以上が化学反応についてのまとめかな。
she doesn't become
複
a
雑だから
Phantom Idol.
ノート取っといてね。化学反応は実験の時だけに使うって勘違いされがちだけど、
This guy's a weirdo.
そうじゃないんだよ。みんながよく使っているもの。鉄が空気中の酸素と反応して酸化鉄になる際に発生するんだよ。
I'm not good at science, alright?
こういう仕組みを理解しとくと使い捨て回路もちょっとだけ便利に使えちゃったりするよ。
Man, you're way too excited about this shit.
それじゃああん まり冷えなさそうだからこそ。
Oh god, I don't care.
同じ使い捨て回路を登下校の時にだけ使いたい。
What?
そんな時回路に授業中にしておくことは？
Juggle it. Seal it in a bag. I pray to it. I don't fucking know. Seal it in a bag? Seal it in a bag.
そうそう。ちゃんと分かってくれて嬉しいな。
Makes sense because it reacts to oxygen. So if you seal it in a bag, there's no oxygen, right? That's what the point is.
回路は鉄が酸化鉄になる際に生じる熱を利用してるから。
You cut off the oxygen.
そう。酸素との接触をなくせばいいんだね。で、
It's just logical.
使う時にまた酸素に接触させれば OK。 鉄が酸化鉄に変わりきっちゃう時間を調節するため、酸素に触れる時間をコントロールするってわけ。
Science.
原理を知ってればこんな風に活用できるし、ものによっては修理や再利用だってできちゃうよ。ものの仕組みを知るってとっても面白くて役に立つから。
Can you shut up now?
ほほう、回路とやらを使う。つまり冬場は皆鉄を持ち歩いている。見方を変えるとキテレツで面白いではないか。さて今日はどうする？片山のパレスに変化が起きているか確かめたいところだが、すぐにパレスに向かうかはお前。
There is one thing I need to do before we do the palace, and that is I need to finish this. I'm 99% sure this is the last section.
みんな準備はいい？行くわよ。
Nope. I can't remember. God, it's been a while. Okay. They are here. Did I not beat this one? I thought I beat every single one. Or was this one just like so ridiculous it pissed me off?
到着ね。何から始めようかしら。
If I remember correctly, this one just pissed me off. Fire, ice. Alright, we're gonna try it. I don't have her at 80, but should be able to do it.
リレーに決めて差し上げて。強敵と見受けます。
You son
みんな
of
気をつけて。いい判断ね。
大丈夫だから。
Okay, what is the mechanic on this? Weakness resistance are different. Horse is blessed by Sun God. The end of each turn gains 1 power of the Sun stack. Powers of Sun stack. If Horse has power of Sun, it begins beginning of its turn deals almighty damage to all fantasies. Damage increases based on number of power of Sun stacks. Kushi Mitama has the power of Moon God and removes 1 power Sun stack from Horus every turn. In exchange, it loses 34% of its max HP. Alright, Mitama has the power of the Sun God. When it's defeated, Horus gains 3 power of Sun stacks. So do I just kill this thing?
治療の時間ね、タレイヤ。ペルソナデュオ。踊れ、テルプシコレ。
just gonna hit you. It doesn't look like okay, let's take a break. Oh, I do. I don't want to kill this thing yet, though.
いい判断ね。
大丈夫だから。
厄介な状態ね。素早く治療を。
ペルソナデュ
梅の花時。今。
ペルプシコレ。イデオ。ペルソナデュオ。凍りなさい。
準備完了よ。合図をお願い、ワンダ。
受けてみろ。
梅の花時。今。
Oh, I keep forgetting to do this.
さて、どうしようかしら。かき回して。
I'm surprised I didn't have it already up. That's fine.
やっちゃおう。ペルソナ。Get ready.
Oh, ho, ho. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
みんな、一度落ち着いて。今よ、全員速やかに撤退。
I could beat this goddamn thing. There's a strap for it.
腕が鳴るね。それじゃあ行こっか。
I think what I need to do.
準備はできているわ。
準備はいいかしら。一気に行くわよ。
強敵と見受けます。みんな気をつけて。
Can you not do that, please?
ごめんね。あとは。
Okay, that's what you're stop it. What the fuck?
私はまだいける。手伝って。
Okay.
倒れさせない。ありがとね。癒しの力よ。
I already have to do this. That's absolutely psychotic. All right, you're gonna die first.
イデオ。ペルソナデュオ。凍りなさい。
You son of a bitch.
舞い踊れ。
Get on the goddamn ground.
痛くしてあげる。
ペルソナいただいていく。
ワンダ、復帰したわね。
切れたから決めるよ。
心配したんだから。
やっちゃおう。ペルソナ。
やばい、放送しようか。
みんなの支援、いつでも行けるわ。
ペルソナ。ありがとね。
みんなの支援、いつでも行けるわ。さて、どうしようかしら。さて、どうしようかしら。私の出番ね。
ペルプシコレ。前。ペルソナデュオ。
これこそ会心の一撃。リレーに決めて差し上げて。
この技じゃない。早く終わりにしろ。
カルメン、行くよ。燃やし尽くす。ガチで行くよ。
God, he takes like no damage.
ヤノシーク受けてみろ。
カルメン。 やっちゃおうペルソナ。
Stop it!
見えてるよ。
ワンダー
Motherfucker!
かなりまずい状況ね。
Okay.
今よ、全員速やかに撤退。
I think I would need on to be like level 80 in order for me to do that.
探索開始。みんな気を引き締めて。
Alright. Go try to beat the boss then.
無事ついたね。
I couldn't beat him last time, so let's see if I can beat him now. Ice. I should be able to. Should be able to.
ええ、準備はできているわ。
準備はいいかしら。一気に行くわよ。
各自油断しないように。
お願いタレイヤ。ペルソナデュオ。イデオペルプシコレ。イデオペルソナデュオ。凍りなさい。
これこそ会心の一撃。
委託してあげる。
狙い通りね。
いただいてくる。ペルソナ矢野シーク受けてみろ。
決めるよカルメン。ガチだかんねペルソナ。任せて。
体勢を崩せたわ。かき回して強め。
それペルソナ。
ハイライト発動可能よ。
この手の
いい判断ね。
Okay, I think I got this. Fuck. That's alright, I can remove it.
調子が悪いよね。無理はしないで。
First, let's do this.
さてどうしようかしら。かき回して強め。
And then
みんなを助けたいの。タレイヤお願い。
alright, all that shit's removed.
ペルソナデュ
調子が悪いよね。
オペルプシコレ。イデオペルソナデュオ凍りなさい。
これこそ会心の一撃。
ペルソナいただいていく。
一緒に踊りましょう。
体勢を崩せたわ。やるわね。
任せて。
敵ダウン。今がチャンスよ。
受けてみろ。
オッケー踊れカルメン。大技決めちゃう。くらいだよ。
主に代わって
大丈夫だから許さないからね。
くだろ。
It's okay, I can heal.
メンバーは正当
No! You fucking son
今
of
よ
a bitch.
全
Oh
員
my
速やか
god.
に撤退。
Oh. Alright, fuck it. Let's just continue on the story. I'll do this shit another
腕が
time.
鳴るね。そ
Probably
れ
do
じ
it
ゃあ
off stream.
そういえば普通に呼んじゃったけど、リコ先輩もこれからは 怪盗団の一員ってことでいいんですよね。
私はそのつもりだったけど、いいかしら、リーダー。
Of course, welcome aboard.
ありがとう。それじゃこれからよろしくね。
先の戦闘での手腕はもちろん理解しているが、お前は非常に頭も良く機転も利く。よければ怪盗団のブレーン、作戦参謀を担ってくれないだろうか。
そういや今までそういうのいなかったな、俺ら。
作戦参謀、なんかかっこいい響き。ますます怪盗団らしくなるね。
参謀、私に務まるかしら。
むしろリコ先輩にしか務まらないです。私のお墨付き。
クローザーのお墨付きもらってもな。
ソイにだけは言われたくないです。
分かったわ。怪盗団の作戦参謀引き受けさせてもらうわね。ところでそのクローザーとかソイとかコードネームで呼び合ってるのよね、みんな。
あ、そうだ、リコ先輩のコードネームも決めなきゃだった。
ワンダーにキャトル、クローザー、ソイ。みんなはどうやって決めたの？
それぞれ自分が思う不思議なものつながりで決めてる
I
感じ
still
で
think
す。
soy is like the
先輩は
lamest shit on the face of the
なん
planet.
か不思議に思うものってあんのか？
不思議なもの？そうね。風、ウィンドなんてどうかしら。
ウィンド？あ、いい、素敵です。
しかしなぜお前にとって風が不思議なんだ？
You never know where it's gonna blow.
風紀委員の風紀ってなんで風なんだろうって気になっていたのよ。
Okay, well that makes sense too.
風
For
情、
that.
風物、風土、文化に関わる言葉に風の漢字は多く使われているのだけど、その場の空気ということなのか、風で運ばれてくる印象なのかわからなくて。
へえ、頭のいい人ってな変なとこ気にすんだな。
True. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What did he just say? Think about the weirdest things. The same character appears in many words. Like the core values of cultures and characteristics of Rin. Just because it pertains to the feeling of air or a particular locality, it's hard to be sure. How about wink? Yeah, how about wink?
まさかのウィンドと似てるつながり？
Don't ask me questions.
ウインクは特に不思議に思わないかな。
あとそのコードネームだとすげえ瞬きしてそうだわ。
いいと思います。ウィンド、軽やかで爽やかで先輩にぴったり。
My character's stupid.
先輩のペルソナのイメージにも合ってますよね。
そうね。強めの能力的に私はサポートが主になると思うの。味方にとっては追い風、敵にとっては逆風。そんな風にあなたたちを支えていきたいわ。
よかろう。では今からお前はウィンドだ。
つがこの場合ウィンド先輩って呼んだ方がいいのか？
先輩はいらないわよ。みんなもこれからは必要以上に敬語は使わないでほしいな。怪盗団では私の方が新参者だし、対等な仲間なんでしょ。
そっか。じゃあよろしくウィンド。
Welcome, Wind. We're counting on you.
ええ、よろしくねワンダ。それじゃあ行きましょうか。
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
いいもの見つけたいよね。何これ、全然景色が違ってるよ。
Does it look like a
ダム
prison?
の水が減ってる。
Oh, never mind.
やはりウィンドの考察通り、このパレスは片山の怒りからエネルギーを生み出す
I
ダム。
love you too so much, my love.
ダムに溜まる水がまさに片山の怒りや負の感情だったのだろうな。
現実世界でそれが解消されたことでダムの水も減ったということ。
お前の思いが片山に伝わった証拠だな。
よかった。
さて、まずはお宝の場所を探ってみるとしよう。片山のお宝の気配は案外と近い。あちらの方向から感じる。
水が減ったおかげであの辺を歩いていけそうだな。
Good. That means I can actually go exploring.
今俺らが助けっから待っててくれよ。
Okay, where am I? Oh, I can't even look at the map. Alright. Take us to the top of the dam. It looks pretty long. Who knows how long it will take us if we walk. We're up cattle. We need some wheels. Suppose there's no other option. I'll show off for my assistant. Now we don't have to walk. I'll drive. Let's get moving.
着いた。ここが目的地だよね。
Just stay on the. Oh wait, that's Japan. We gotta stay on the left side of the road. Oh, Kashi, that's his name. I still can't look at it's an elevator. Let's take it. Now can I? No. Looks like the pipe we used at the entrance. And we get in from here too. I do sense treasure from within. Very well, let's proceed. Okay. Looks like we're inside the dam's drainage system. As the dam's water level rises, water passes through these drainage pipes and travels to the power plant area downstream. In other words, if we want to reach the power plant area, we'll need to descend. So we gotta go down the slippery pipe? It'd be bad news if we lost our footing here. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna have much of a choice. Did the entire palace just shake just now? At home, in any case, something wicked may be stirring within Kumikayama at this very moment. Seriously? We better move quick then. Let's hurry. I'll take point. Follow my lead. Ew. Got in without a hitch. Quite exciting entry. Being a phantom thief always like this? Yeah, pretty much. Not really. Yeah, not really. Everyone is unharmed, yes? Let's proceed. I like how they just ignore what I say, like I'm just so stupid that it's not even funny. Alright, now can I look at the map? No, I still can't look at the damn map. Oh boy.
宝箱があるよね。回収するかの判断を任せ。
これ良さそう。みんなの助けになりそうだね。
Oop. Alright, let's check this.
この戦い絶対に負けられないの。
Yeah, I gotta do a lot of shit.
探索も慎重に進めましょう。
Alright, here we go. I missed a treasure chest somehow. Hold on.
何あれ。
Oh, maybe it's to do with the water level? Or is it above me? I don't see one. Yeah, it's gonna have to do with the water level. I'll guarantee it. Okay.
宝箱があるよね。回収するかの判断を任せるわ、ワンダ。
Yeah, see, there's like. Still can't look at the damn map.
いいところにセーフルームがあるじゃん。
Hello.
こんにちは。
If you don't mind me asking, where in the power plant are we right now? Oh, finally, about time someone came by. Our plant has 3 floors. This here is the first floor monitoring room. Do you know where Katayama's is? Katayama-san? You mean the previous supervisor? I think she's in a room behind the 3rd floor generator room. To get us there, we could use a guide. Sorry, I can't leave my post, but pretty dangerous to head up on here. Take a look at the screen. This here shows information from all surveillance cameras across the rooms inside the power plant. 3 most important rooms are all filled with critical state right now. If you want to go where she is, you'll need to resolve the issues in all 3 of these rooms.
なるほど。
It appears not so much has changed regarding the state of this palace. The effects of Kumi Katayama's intense anger have plagued several areas of this dam with malfunctions. So it seems, Kashi must still be using Miss Katayama's anger as a source of his energy.
そういうこと。
However, if we fix some of the mechanical failures, we might be able to reduce the strain on Miss Katayama. Really? Let's get to it. Come on, Wonder. Okay, let's do it. Thanks for the info. Before I do that, though, there's something I need to get. Give me a second.
近くにいいものがあるみたい。一緒に探そっか。
No? Okay. Oh.
敵が。気をつけてね。
いただいていく。
Okay, at least I'm overpowered at this point.
Shadow よ。
これでどうだ。
気をつけて進みましょう。
Anything around here? Anything good? Door seems inoperable at the moment. Perhaps the device over there is prohibiting our access. Judging by the screen here, it looks like it's out of energy. Let's look for our supplement the power output somehow. Energy absorbers. Okay. Greetings, okay. Alright, yeah. Get the idea.
とこだわ。開けてみましょう。これ良さそう。みんなの助けになりそうだね。
Also, I just want to point out, look how. By the way, I'm a light spender. I already have 25,000. That's being a light spender, by the way. Oh, good, I got the fucking map. Jesus Christ, looks like the map of the first floor. Let's hear the elevator's over here. Maybe we could use it to get to higher levels. The door is similar to one interface. There must be another robot to locate.
So ne.
Next room, but I'm guessing the door doesn't open from this side. The glass seems to be cracked. Why don't we try to smash our way through? I think that should work. Can we break the glass there, I wonder? Maybe it's me. I'd take a step back if I were you. I just like throw myself through it. Okay, great. Yes, there's another door there. And I, out of curiosity,
到着ね。
can I go
何から
to...
始めようかしら。
Can I actually move around this place?
無事着いたね。
Oops.
到着ね。何から始めようかしら。
I want to see if I can move around freely. Because I couldn't before.
無事着いたね。
Still can't get through there. Aha, I can. I hope the scary supervisor never comes back. Alright, yeah, fine. Finally.
セーフルーム。少し休もっか。
Actually, do some exploring. Alright, it's been a while since I've done this. I can't really... I can't remember the controls of this. Oh, there we go. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. I don't... I don't remember. I'm so confused. Oh my god, I'm genuinely getting some of these are a bit confusing. Okay, so it's this. Okay, what the... I don't remember how to do this. Okay, now I got it. Jesus. That was ridiculous.
宝箱があるよね。回収するかの判断は任せるわ、ワンダ。
Absolutely unnecessary. Excuse me. Where am I? More steam. Oh, this just drives me insane. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is this thing doing? It's just the controls are weird. These controls are super fucking weird. It's like glitchy. Why is it like doing that? I'm genuinely confused. Oh, maybe. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I'm just dumb. That was the whole point of the whole thing. Do I have any lockpicks? I just realized that. Yeah, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna have to go make lockpicks. Give me... I have to go make lockpicks. Where's my home? Yeah, here we go. I need... Okay. I'm gonna go do all this shit. Okay. And the way I could just go straight there, isn't there? There we go. I have no illusion. I'm so stupid, man. Oh my god. I should have got a bunch. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize it. Right, let's go. Okay, let's try that again. Then we'll go back in. Okay, I think that should be enough.
Ude 腕が鳴るね。それじゃあ行こっか。到着ね。何から始めようかしら。到着よ。次はどうするの？ワンダ。
You kidding me? Okay, so clearly something else I need to do here. Alright, how do I get... I really hate this puzzle, man. Genuinely hate this puzzle. Why can't... I'm so confused. So I'm missing something. Oh. I'm getting upset. Alright, so Steam issue's done. I don't understand. I think that's part of the problem is like that you can't do anything. This is on the other side. The problem is there's no way to... It's not... You can't do anything. Give me a sec. All right. See, that's the problem. Okay, so now you have this, but you can't... I don't understand. Hold on. I gotta look this up because it's actually gonna drive me insane. This is gonna drive me nuts. I don't understand this one. Puzzles. So it's glitching on me. I might have to do this. I'm gonna be pissed off if I have to do it this way. Okay. So this is supposed to be targetable, and you can't do it right now. So you see how, like, you can't do it? So I have to go back here. Yeah, nothing's working. Look at that. Nothing is working. Oh, I wonder. I have to back out. See, it's glitching. Like, the problem is it's taking it off, and it's not supposed to. This is a glitch. See how that's powered on? You're supposed to be able to fuck off. You're supposed to be able to take this and be able to move it. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm actually getting annoyed. Hold on. Okay. Allegedly, this is how you do it. Okay, this doesn't... None of this is working. All right, I'm getting wait. Oh, okay. Oh my god. How the fuck am I supposed to get to that one? What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Finally, Jesus Christ. This took way too long. Oh my god, it did it again. Ugh. Am I going crazy? Why is it doing that? Oh my god. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. Why? This thing is seriously glitching the shit out. Okay. I'm ending my stream before I lose my mind. So thank you everyone for watching. It was fun. A lot of fun today. Thank you everyone for watching. Like we see like